Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Dun 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 Project Bronco. I know. I said a couple videos ago that it was for sale, advertised it here and there, this, that, and the other thing. What happened was everybody and their dog that came out to look at the thing went, "Oh, well, it's really ugly, I'll give you nothing for it." And obviously, it's a fixer-upper truck. I bought it for not very much money, but I've also put a ton of time and money into it and fixed every single mechanical problem it had. When I got this truck, it did not run at all. So getting it running, getting it driving, getting it reliable, getting good wheels and tires on it, all that good stuff, I got this truck where it's ready to go. Used it all winter long through all the Snowmageddon and stuff. You can see all those videos through the rest of the Project Bronco stream here. But because the paint on the hood is ugly, people assume that the truck is garbage, even though it's completely straight, rust-free, original paint. This thing has never been touched. I mean, when's the last time you Midwestern guys or Southern guys have seen a quarter panel that clean? I mean, that's not rust. That is dirt. There is not one spot on this entire truck. And you look down the side, and it is just straight as an arrow. Everything works on it, even the AC. I mean, it's just been a great truck. So, basically, I need to wash all the mud and junk and gunk off this thing and polish up the wheels all nice and do something about this hood and these couple of random blue spots to really make this truck look nice so that I can sell it and realize the actual profit that I kind of need out of it so that I can buy this place and put a shop right there and turn this into, like, the coolest place ever. So, first things first, let's see if she still runs. Now, I don't think I've been in this truck in about a month. And yeah, I gotta do something about that, too. The seat itself is in good shape, it's just these covers coming done. Ford uses this, like, terrible vinyl-y fake leather stuff, and it just comes apart. Alright. This could either be the shortest video in the series or the best. We got power. Look at that. This thing has literally been sitting still for a month. Nobody's touched it. Nobody's used it. Nobody's gotten anywhere near it. And it fired right up. And we've got oil pressure. And we've got amps. And we've got fuel. We've got 185,000 miles. Some RPMs as it warms up here on cold start. Look at that, dead cold. There was no pre-recording here. I'm way too lazy for that. Yeah, I gotta do something about this steering wheel wrap too. I've got a wrap on the old steering wheel on the Cobra that I might take off of the Cobra wheel and put on this because I have a brand new all charcoal steering wheel for the Cobra. So settle into low idle. 900 RPMs. Let's see. Parking brake. Try not to hit anything. We are going to pressure wash all of this dirt and mud and garbage off this thing, and then we are going to fix up the paint, polish what's left. Nope, that's neutral. One more. There, gas reverse. I think that'll do. Maybe a little bit more. Cool. Set that parking brake. Let it warm up for a second while I tell you guys what all's going on. So, I got my little mini pressure washer out. This is that Harbor Freight electric unit. It's great for this kind of thing, like when you just need to like hook something up and do like a car little stuff. Like I've done my patio here, but if you want to do like a whole driveway, you really need something bigger. But those are also a pain in the butt to take out and like move around and stuff. I like this unit because it's so portable. It's so small and like just moves around. And again, not sponsored by Harbor Freight or anybody else. I bought this with my own money at full coupon price like everybody else. I think I've had this thing probably about 2 or 3 years now. Anyways, I'll flip that on. So it should be good to go. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm going to set up the camera where you can kind of see the truck. And I'm not going to do a time lapse and like edit all this stuff. I want to put it all together, or like leave this all one shot so you guys can kind of really see. This is how the Bronco looks right now. I haven't washed it since I got it. It's been used like crazy. It's been sitting for a month under the trees. It's been mudding, you know, all that stuff. Got little puffs of cold out of there. It is, despite the sun, a wee bit chilly this morning. But yeah, I mean, like all of this up in here, I'm gonna get all of that out, get all that stuff off. Get her looking good. So, and then in the meantime, during the cleaning and shots, I got a couple of tricks I'm going to show you guys that I'll stand to the camera. That way you guys can kind of see the first overall step in bringing something back to life. Alright, probably warm enough for now. The temp gauge does work, but it's still just dead cold. It's alright. I'm just going to clean her up. After I clean her up, I'll take her for a good test drive. Don't know if I'll do a video on that too, but we'll see. Alright, let me get this thing set up so you guys can see everything going on. Oop. How's that look to everybody? Everybody good with that one? Yeah? Yes? No? Put a weight on here so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright. I'm going to pressure wash the snot out of this thing. Let's do this. Alright, I want to show you guys something here real quick. So this is what the roof looks like with the little bit of mold and stuff on it. And then just hitting it with one pass from that light pressure washer already makes it look good. Now these spots are where like mold has been before, or like little moss and stuff grows up here in the Pacific Northwest. I might be able to get these off. I'm going to try, but if not, I can always paint the top itself because it is a little bit different than the rest of the truck. I want you to notice how I got all the moss and stuff out of here real quick. Now remember when we looked at this to start with, you know, it's still just super nice and clean. Getting everything out of inside the bumper or all inside the suspension stuff. I wanted you to get a good look at this wheel, what it looks like now. I'm going to use what's called a Brillo pad or an SOS pad on it. To get it cleaned up and shined up really nice. I'm going to use that on all of the chrome trim, the stainless aluminum, all that stuff to really brighten everything up. Any kind of one of these, you just want soap filled with steel wool. It's like usually 4/0 steel wool. It's very, very, very fine, and it's got like some soap in it. And again, brand, whatever, doesn't matter. Pick it up at the grocery store. They're super cheap. But this is your secret to everything. Generally, guys, normally you'd want like a little bucket or something to dunk it in, but since I'm not actually washing the truck, I'm just pressure washing it. I use the pressure washer to kind of get it wet and use it on the pieces. The big thing is you don't want this to dry on there because that soap will dry on there kind of scummy like, and then you got to like scrub the soap off. But yeah, these are really good detailer secrets. So let me show you. I could bring this with me down in here like so. And these are a bare polished aluminum wheel. I can totally take my little wheel buffer thingy from a million years ago from Meguiar's, maybe it was Mother's, and some Mother's mag polish, and really shine these up too after that. This is just getting that first layer of kind of like water spots and corrosion and stuff. Raw aluminum does corrode. It turns into like this white powdery stuff. Anybody that's seen like aluminum out in junkyards knows what I'm talking about, like, or on aircraft. Like it can get really kind of gnarly looking. So the big thing here is I don't want to go overboard because I can spend hours and hours and hours and hours on just this wheel alone and make it look super nice, but then the rest of the truck is still going to look like the rest of the truck. So you want to kind of, detailing is actually about the macro, not the micro. You want to stand back and say, okay, like what's the ugliest thing? What is drawing my attention as being generally not good looking? And you kind of start with that, and then you step back again and you go, okay, now what catches my attention? And you keep going until you kind of get nitpicky when it's like, okay, like I can't really identify the main thing that is ugly on this thing anymore. Then that's when you stop and you know everything is good. Another trick, these are raised white letters. You can totally use the Brillo on the raised white letters. These are a little far gone. They're not going to really come back. They're missing their stuff, but they make those pins you can put on there. But even like this is not chrome. This is like stamped like anodized aluminum, clear anodized aluminum or something like that, usually. But you can see it just zoop, zoop, zoop. Clears that right up. Super easy. Not a lot of work involved. I don't have a polisher out here. I'm not going crazy. It hasn't been sped up. Use it on this. And basically anything that's a shiny surface. Now, remember I was saying you can kind of use it on paint too if you're really, really careful. And nice and light. So this I had pressure. This I don't have pressure. This is just super kind of on the surface. And it's going to get all this like really hardcore stuff off. And then when I come back with the buffer later, it's going to make it super easy to take everything else out. Yeah, I want to show you on the bumper a little bit. Now, actual chrome steel like this bumper is where this stuff really shines nice. I remember many a day coming home after school and shining up the bumpers on Dad's car so we could take it to the car show. Have it all shiny and nice. And taking the mother's bag polish to the wheels. Yeah, see that scuff there on the chrome? A little bit of pressure, I took that all out. Just like that. So, alright. Now, take a look at that. And again, this hasn't been polished yet. That's literally just cleaning it with that Brillo pad. Shines it up that much. And even looked like these totally trash white letters. It brought those back a lot. Look at the aluminum piece here. And down here in the corner, got it even nicer. And then look at the bumper. Right? Compared to this side, which has been pressure washed, just not Brillo padded. And then look at this. Not bad, huh? And you can see we've spent, let's see, how long is this video? About 17 minutes. So I've probably spent, what, 10 minutes of actual work on doing the washing stuff. So yeah, that's how easy it is. So it'll probably take me about another hour or so, I'd say, to kind of do the whole truck. But yeah, alright, I decided to actually make this a multi-part video because things are going so well and I wanted to show you guys some stuff. So I've got this Spray 9, but the big thing is that it removes mold and mildew. And I figured out that the roof, what's on the hatch here, is like a mold or a mildew. And like when I spray this stuff on, it turns red and it streaks everywhere. But then you take the pressure washer and it just comes right off. So I'm going to spray all this stuff and show you. But I mean, you can see already, like, how nice. I don't have to do any of these spots or paint this top. Like, it's coming out really good. So it might take a couple applications, but so far so good. And I got some of the old decals off. Got the tailgate kind of looking really nice. And yeah, just working on the whole truck. So I'm going to go up there and spray that before it dries off. Alright, we're still videoing. Alright, well. So that's after the first round. You can still see there's a bunch of the big spots, but a whole lot of the little spots have gone away, and all the stuff that's in between that like surface scum layer has gone off. What I really need is a really stiff bristle brush so I can scrub at this. I got a whole gallon of that Spray 9 stuff, so I'm going to run to the store and buy a bristle brush because I kind of need one for the driveway anyway. But yeah, so we'll bristle brush all this off and get all this off of there. But yeah, this top looks like it's going to turn out really nice. I mean, yeah. So, and just like that, we've got the first layer of scrub done. So I pressure washed everything, used the Spray 9 on all the mold and stuff up top. I still got some more to do up there, but basically the sides, the front and the back are done. Obviously got to change the hood still and work on the roof with the scrub brush, but the sides, we've got the first layer. Check out what the Brillo pad did here. We got the white lettering mostly back on all the tires. And look, I didn't even know those were chrome. the manual locking hubs. So we got those the first I cleaned up. These wheels are really foggy. You can kind of see in the reflections here just how fogged up they are. They could really use a whole other bath just by themselves, especially like in these if I really wanted to get crazy. And then a polishing with the Mother's Mag polish. So we'll still do that. I'll probably touch up these a little bit more too. Maybe get some Wesley's bleach white and like really make these look nice. But yeah, that's like just showing the next step of things. But the white's coming out really nice. The blue looks like it'll polish out. Obviously it's wet, you know, you can see where it's dry, it's a little dull, but when you polish it, basically what it looks like when it's wet is what you're going to get. So the blue mostly looks good. The back really turned out nice. I'm super impressed with how nice the bumper and the tailgate and all the trim pieces and stuff came out. I got the lights real nice. I got up in here really nice. So the back of the truck is just looking cherry. This side's done too, and this side's been more in the sun. So this is what it looks like not wet right now. You can see I need to polish, especially the blue really badly. But again, as soon as you get it wet, you know, that's what it'll look like all polished up. But yeah, I got a sticker to remove there. I wanted to do there. I got to do the antenna. This is the spot of blue I'm worried about. I got to match this blue so I can do kind of up in here. I got to sand all this. This front trim piece isn't a big deal because I can mask basically right here, or even just kind of like let it fade in and paint this, no problem. But getting up into here, like I'm a little bit worried about. So I got to pull the paint coat on this, see if I can get a matching color, sand all this, give it a little bit of primer. Got to be really careful not to get into this factory tape stripe here. I don't want to get into a real big job. I don't want to have to respray all the blue. I don't want to have to respray the truck. I just want it to look nice. And again, you look at like what is, you stand back, right, and you go, okay, what is the biggest thing that doesn't look good? Well, obviously the hood, right? So, okay, the hood goes white, then what? Oh, the antenna's all bent. Okay, put a new antenna on it. Then what? Well, the next thing is kind of that spot on the nose. That's like the next thing that draws in your eye. So I need to make sure we address that, and we'll address polishing up the headlights nice, and then this grill. So the face of the car is kind of what sells it, and right now the face here isn't really good. I mean, like, polish up the chrome, but got to get that piece painted blue, got to get the hood white, got to get the headlights clear. And then here in the grill, this argent area, you can see where it's like so faded out. It's supposed to be like this grayish color, like that, like almost like a darker gunmetal. So like masking all of these off and painting inside there to make them back dark so that this chrome pops out, makes it really nice. Or if I find like a really good one at a junkyard, although I doubt that. That one's in good shape. So yeah, that's kind of the results of the first go around. You can see it's already looking about a zillion times better, and we haven't even actually washed it with soap yet. This is just pressure washing all the garbage off of it and getting all the chrome trim kind of cleaned up. So yeah, that's Project Bronco's first step into restoration land. So until the next episode.